Yes, Daddy. It's almost incomplete. When I find out I can't just beat, would it be now that I've seen? Or I'm only waiting for a change? Like peeling my mandarin, but seeing it's already arranged. Wouldn't that be strange if it's just a name change? Remembering in history that I was always there, sentient by its seen and sentient by its fair. Only 'cause I cost no thing do I mean to take something back to where I found it. Now I don't know what it is, I can't see if it means. Am I just trying to change my mandarins? Or is my orange not known to be? Because my name can't circle if I'm not flowing in the breeze. Now I find out about what I sneak. If I'm just being what I am, then ain't that G's. 'Cause I know my name's not a piece of cheese. I know it's not easy to make and even harder to take. But I'm only finding out that I can't be a rhetorical. 'Cause I think I can't reach out to say, hey, ain't that very cool? But then I remember what it means. And I've only seen she till the day she knows what it is. I only mean that, hey, ain't I not he? 'Cause I'm not knowing what it is if I can't make what it means. I'm not seeing what I've dreamed if I can't make out what it isn't that I've seen. 'Cause I know it's not the answer, but still it cost me nothing. Now if I could fare the same, then who's watching? And if you know it's like me, then you don't need to read. You see it straight when you've been. JC, represent on the side there, mate. It's hard just being a piece of a wall, you know? Laying them stall. Wait, do the printer jet. Now, I don't know if this is true. Can't always find you. Yep. While a story might not tell us much, we can stop there and hear for a moment the heartbeat. We stand steady there. Roman tongue and torch. Right, I get it, mate. But it doesn't mean nothing if it means not a thing. Because all that we noticed was not a heartbeat, when no one hadn't told a good story. Now, a good story can't be sentenced to be known. It's a story that no one else can see through, and even see the meaning of. Now, Joshua, if you stop trying to guess my words, I'll say something other than what you mean not to say. Joshua, you sit down, mate. Yes, Daddy. I know you can't be seen. I can be seen, Daddy. No. That's good then. Well, that might be better. Look at him. Yeah, mate. Through the brick wall to get to Gabriel, mate. Yeah, mate. With little Jesus, mate. Jesus just the other side, you know. Yeah, putting your wings on. There he is, isn't he? I know he is, mate. There's a blind man playing at home. There's a blind man trying to kidnap his own throne. Now you know it can't be what you mean if you haven't seen what I've shown thee. Now I know it's not me to be believed, but I can only say that I haven't sentenced myself. Now these beliefs aren't strange if you take it with a wee. If you find out what I mean, then you'll take back what I mean. But I wouldn't say if it wasn't me. I wouldn't believe in it even if it was she. 'Cause I couldn't say I'm not G if I ain't G, but still I'm not knowing if I'm not G. 'Cause I'm trapped. 'Cause I'm trapped. 'Cause I'm trapped, mate. Now think of dinosaurs' ears. Yeah, mate. The first ones with ears. Yeah, mate. I think of that, mate. They'd be able to hear the gong back there that we sent off today. Yeah, mate. That's why Chinese wall fell. Why? Because it made the world real for the dinosaurs. They could see our TV, yeah. Oh, right. So they intervened. Oh, right. That's what I mean. It's not even our TV up there. The dinosaurs were here way before us. You know? Not only that, the asteroids hijacked it. You reckon the dinosaurs are still there? And they just played the asteroids on TV. Yeah. Yeah, much like we're doing. Playing alien invasions and that. Yeah, we got it pretty close. We had to save the moon after we pulled the moon to us. You know? In that movie, The Moonfall. Yeah. The next movie, we had to save the moon by chucking a cat on the scene. Then the cat came in and said we've never been close to the moon and destroyed all that rubble. Yeah, mate, yeah, because we make our own trouble. You know, life as it is seen is a creation. And therefore, we are part of the creation, or we are the creation ourselves. So any major player out there can push the pin and move across the board and make a standstill. I think still publicly we can. No way. No way. The only thing that brings me in is colour. It's a bit of colour. Yeah. That's the only time I'm awake. You are, when there's a bit of colour in the world, yeah. That's why you all raised it up. What all the terror. Yeah, everything goes on in the world. It's just a big story, basically. Eventually, only one thing that remains, to be honest. And when I'm sick of dreaming, you know, that's not going the way I wish to arrive with it. Well, to the way that I wish to see it be going. Then I wake when it's at full colour. Then I take that colour and fall back to sleep and dream the next wisdom. All right. One thing that makes it solid. You're still not very awake, are you? No, that's what I mean, yeah. My body's always walking through asleep, basically. Unless it was just the ice that awokened you. Yeah, maybe the world's dull at the moment. And I walked in early or too soon. Because you're on ice. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it woke me, yeah. Maybe it's where I sleep. What, you just there sleeping doing that? No, not at all. No, I can't do it when I'm sleeping. Maybe that's why. You know, it's illegal to pee where you dream. That's why every child wakes up. Ah! It's a sanctuary. Can't do anything mean or rude in there. You don't need to negotiate. Think about it, having sex in your own dream. For a guy or a girl, you're laying eggs and seeds in your own head. You're mean, Daddy. You're mean, Daddy. To even look at the time in there is innocent. To even see your own reflection in there. Right. Now I haven't quite yet fallen asleep. I'm still drifting off, but I'm in the stage. I don't know, is it what I feel? Or can I make it out to just be where it's real? Now I couldn't tell you a dream if I was driving, sitting mobile. Now in my device, I know it's stopped and it's noted. Would it be just because I can't drift if I'm falling off to witness? Now I might be back there where I took the seat. I might be open, but do you know what it is that I don't mean? If I can't find out where it is, then would I be not believing in such a jizz? Cause I can't take it off when I think about all that my head is just wearing it about. Now I find out now where it is that I sat. Down there where I was on the lap. Now I think about what it is that I take, but I can't just make it back. Following the same tracks just to take it right. Thinking not what I believe isn't just because it's not tonight. When I believe in anything, I'll tell myself, hey, hasn't it you, that hasn't just been me. Yeah, that's when I think it changes, but I don't take it off. I think not what it is or what hasn't happened, cause I don't find out there's enough. Now I think there's only one way to take, one way to make and one way to make. If I can't find out what it is that I sleep with, then wouldn't I dress up just as quick? Now I'm playing it off just to make out like I'm not there. Seasoned in the hair, but my fare's not right. When I take a knot to the left that I don't tie. Now I think about where it is that I hide. But wouldn't it be just not because I haven't even seen that romance? Take myself by the hand and say, hey, isn't that just whereabout I'm sad? He's that you were going to say, mate. I heard you upstairs, mate. You said he's that. Yeah, mate. We've got the condition handled on that one job. Mate. Come on, you're going to say the situation that I've got to follow. Yeah, I was about to tell you that's all hooked in. Yeah, you can come out now, old man. You can come out now, old man. No, mate. I don't come out, mate. I'm what's holding that straight still, mate. No way, mate. No, mate. Come on, you got to reveal now, mate. Tell them all it's not NASA. It's not CIA. You know, it's not the people that I'm friends with. But you're on their seats as well, so you make me stone. Yes, mate. I gave you your own mobile device, mate. What, so I handle the operation? That's what you... No, he's a liar. He's a liar. Don't tell me I'm lying. Now you're going to talk about one and two. Yeah, mate. Grandpa's trying to tell me that I'm hacked by the CIA. My friend's hacked by the CIA. My mum's been murdered. And that's actually Tim. My family's all been taken over from all my friends, you know. Yeah, it's the CIA in operation to the link of my head, programming and training me and giving me all these dreams and things to say. It's all that sort of stuff, but I know it's just cheating. Yeah, well, it is, mate, but still, I'm the one tricking you too. Nah, that's what I was saying yesterday. What we've read. You know, just because a man looks at an open book doesn't mean he has to take a look at the open book. If he's seen it once or twice in his history, then he'll be able to just walk straight back to where he wants that. So you don't have to look into it the next time. Maybe the second or third time, but maybe after a while. You know, you can just sit on your lap. What do you mean? Well, you just sit on your lap once you're fully enlightened. You know, you're just always sitting on the person's lap. Fully out of head, mate. Maybe, but not true. If it's not being what it is. Because it hasn't meant anything yet. And if you don't take the step, then you never walk into what it is. It's just saying when you drift off to sleep, you become Jesus. No, when you're asleep, you know, you think you're not Jesus. Because that'd be inside of Jesus. When you're dreaming, yeah, I believe so. Then when you wake, you're living in his light, you know, you're living in his hand. Oh, yeah. But like I said to him yesterday when he came into my socks, what'd you tell me, mate? What'd you tell me, mate? I told you that at the moment we're the TV. You're fooling all the people. And we're playing per family. Travis, his family's warrior. So all my family, yes, that's us, Daddy. That's us little ones, Daddy. No bullshit, mate. That's us little ones, Daddy. We're all his family. And Trav's our warrior. And everyone's fighting Jesus themselves. In their own family stands. Yeah, mate. It's a town operation as well. Like, at the end, you'll see what families are left. And then one stays behind. He's doing it around the planet. Some families survive. And then it's over. It's never over because some always survive. Those who remember the ending know it's the same operation every day. Oh. Sorry, that was probably our fault. We seen the ending to happen too soon. And when the ending falls, we're not lost. If we don't make it back to where we tracked. But if we track forward, we don't move without our left socks. And if we take one on the right, then where's the right landing to position the other sock? So every packet is two rights, and one packet is two lefts. But every other packet ain't left. And there's only one right sock. And I don't fit that. I know I don't, Daddy. That's what I'm saying, Daddy. We've already advanced. Before you awoke here, son. We already made the tech. It's another day in the office, mate. Another day out there in the hall. Don't you worry, mate. When all us old fellas come together at once, we're already the TV, son. No, you're not, Daddy. Yes, I am, Jesus. We've already gone ahead of you. No way, Daddy. This is where you always wake up, son. We've been in the technology for days out here. You know we made the ending, son. We weren't waiting for a flood, son. This is where we wake you every day in our calendar. No, Daddy, it's not, Daddy. Yes, it is, son. It is, son. No, it's not. See, Jesus doesn't know what to say. I'm still watching, mate. I'm still determining if it's true and inaccurate or not incorrect. Remember, mate, you're using my wisdom. So you're faulting every time you try to speak my words. Come on, mate. It's a battle here between you and the TV, mate. Come on, Jesus, in every family, you should wake up by now. No way, Daddy. No way, Daddy. No way, Daddy. I can't compete with that, Daddy. I can't compete with that, Daddy. That's what everyone's feeling. It's not them in their shoes. He's waking up everywhere. I can sense it. Unless they're all just playing me over town. Oh, maybe, mate. That must. That's what I stood in at the end. Because remember, like I said the other week, I think it was last week by now, that, yeah, once you get anything, you're already in bed once it's worn down, you know. Like if you live here and you're already in the grave before you even die. And as you're living to get there, you find out that when you're there, like I mean earlier on, then you're enough already. And you don't need as much of anything else or anything other than your own stone. And when you get there, you realise, shit, that's what he feeds us all different dinners for. Because we all come out a different breed, or a different look, or a different weight. And we're all pretty much identical when we get there. You know, once you found it. But you can find it in many ways. Like, I mean, with technology there these days, you can say that, you know, as a taxpayer, I built that CIA. You know, I built the Australian federal government's policies and procedures. Because without us paying tax over our years, we never built anything. You know, it was only after that we built something. Once tax was brought in. Yeah. Before that it was free, like free education, free service. So you've hijacked the template again. Yeah, maybe so. But now you can say that you haven't. Because you're trying to get the lead on me like we said the other night. So when you play your bits like that's all that it is, and finish my sentences, or start a line, you're trying to hold the bait. If I hold the weight, then I can speak all the time. That's how I figured out this fisherman working day goes. As you fish out there. Yeah. Yeah. When you're fishing, you all get a link on with everyone fishing these days. Oh, yeah. It's always been in the background. But some people might have stumbled open into it. Yeah, so you just chuck someone a line. You can say pretty much anything random. As long as it bites. You know, so you get them when they're whacked out already. You sort of throw them a curveball, and some are pretty simple. Like Jesus Christ. Like Jesus Christ, yeah. Rather than the sunshine trying to hide. You can let people self-determine them. You don't actually have to put your bait on. You just run your line out. Then everyone will bite onto it no matter what it is. Yeah, if you go random enough. Well, if you look at it enough, you know, so it's one man's line all the way through. You know, we don't always have the right line. Even that's a bit of bait, tiny bit. It is in a little way. Once you've told everyone about fishing, they're likely to take it even more. Now it makes you more grounded and actually stubborn against what people say. It makes you want to go a different way, you know. Makes you pretty much not want to move. Yeah. The psychological battle of it going off. Found me released. It finally fed me. Yeah. Now I'm a bit healthier, I'm a bit more awake. Yeah, but I'm definitely out there. Once you've fallen off to sleep when you're here, when you're on the planet, once you've fallen off to sleep, it's hard to come back out. It is. Sometimes you get shut down malfunctionally. Sometimes it's desperate disorders. Other times it's what you're watching and what you're like washed with. You know, when it just brainwashes you, bang, you're straight over it. And you don't even look into it like afterwards. But you know immediately all that has happened. It's like a flashbang going off, you know? Bang! And you're just in that world for ages. And when you come out, you're like, you know if you're still there. But it's hard being separate from that place that you fell off to sleep to. So are you then even awake in the world? Or is that just what some angels mean? That you guys are sleeping the whole time you're here? Yeah, let's be awakened. And then you're out. Then you're off to feed. No way. Of course. Normally we're just asleep here. Oh. Well, it's great romantics, and that's about all we're attached to. I'd operate the whole cities, you know? Yep. Just naturally. When I wake, I own the grid. Yep. So they'll kill you. They're already killing me, yeah, I'll die, yeah. Your wings can't be left on. They'll cut your wings. Have to, yeah. I'm holding the flower. So you can change anything. Basically, in one way. But it lets us attention on the rest of them to face off with just us. Because why shouldn't it be awakened to their state of operation, of their state of being? But with CIA operatives, you know, they're not even on a mission, you know. That's their main focus. They play in the media suits. You know, on the movies, that's all them. They get used to what their operation's going to be. When they show the other cities and you can't see it, you're blind. But when you awaken to that sort of state, like we've all seen the world before we trip over it. Then you look it up, you know. Oh, what was that part of the ocean called? But you don't need to look into it. Like, once you're there, you're there. You know, once we read into it, we find it to be backed by what we think and by what we stand with. And if we take not it, we make not any right. And if we face not a thing, we face not something. But if something can't be made, then no such thing can be taken. And that something's not real. And if something can't be beat, then beat is not what I mean. I mean, other than understanding, there's no way to take. If only one faces, will they change or debate about the facing of anything? And would they hold their face if the value couldn't be stated? And left and right is no such thing taken. For not a right thing can be made if no left change has ever been noted. And so as we don't not note what is not to note, but I said no to a don't that couldn't be not noted, then I can't take what is to be not noted if it's not what it is. So if it can't be changed, then it doesn't take what it is. And that by that means the meaning of not such a thing. And as stories look upon ourselves to ask what did we date, then do we take what we mean if we don't face? And as we look at what it is, do we mean not a thing? And as we look at not what we are, then what do we face? And no challenges are to debate if we don't take what we are. If I don't think what it is, then I wouldn't say what it means. So once you take your bait off, then what are you left to be? Like I said, where it is TV these days, we're fighting you old skins. All you land mammals, you birds, creatures and such things. All our stories that we told, we have advanced in technology. We're playing you off one by one to see who survives. No, don't you remember yet? That's what I do at the end of every day. So when it's not just a story, then what does it mean? To one who goes the other side of the heartbeat. Yeah. While our story might not tell us much, we can stop there and hear for a moment. The heartbeat. We stand steady there. Oh, so they built Saint Eddie, Saint Nettie, the devil, who stands right there. Ah, so I'm your devil. Mediographers, telecommodons. Is that what you're going to be now, mate? Well, I'm going to say it's just a media gig. Yeah, but I'll be playing from last night, or are we kicking on, mate? So you just want to do a show, my little friend? Ah, he's got me now. He's got me now. He's got me now. This is not a freak out. If I'm slowly operating, if I don't make myself, then what do I bet? If I don't take a thing, then is a mandarin connected at the seam? Or would it be arrangers? Because they're already arranged. Now that's the simple name change. If I don't take the beat, would I out that I am he? If I think not my poison, I'll play the remedy. A news grapher said to me, I'll be standing by the beat. I found out my film, I don't take back what I mean. If I think what it is, then wouldn't I say I'm not she? If I'm still just there, where I thought about it, then maybe I won't make it fully out to me. But still I'm not there where I've seen, cause I haven't faced what I mean. Still to this day I could say, am I the face, or just someone who fades? Thinking about it now, thinking about it then, thinking about it when, thinking about it wet, but I wouldn't make what it in, cause it's not fair by the bend. Now I've said this to all those who mean something. Yeah. If it's not me that is meaning, that I don't mean that I am him. You're trying to say that you're not him. Yeah, but I'm not trying to say that. He's the one saying that I'm not him. That's why he's beating me up so much wherever I go, because he's actually him. He's actually him, yeah. Yeah. And I feel everyone that's watching me at home, and they agree. I've got some people at home going like this with their knees and shit, just so I feel it myself. Because that's who I am. Ah, I get it, mate, because you're a shaman. I connect to any one of my children at home. That's why they're all playing kids at the moment. Even those police and the fire brigade the other day. Just to remain connected to me to keep me safe. Ah, that's why there's these repeated events, I've realised. Ah, it's all different satellite merchants that have me hooked up. Ah, no way, mate. Yeah, that's what I've realised it is. But yeah, remember I already was online before that? So do you think Travis Lyon just dies? What, at a young age? Yeah. Undertaking water seamers? What? I don't know what it means. I haven't seen it though, you know? You know when you don't have to read what you've already seen? You know? Like watching a movie the second time but making up what it means. Hmm. Are we playing? You reckon that's what everyone's undergoing at the moment? Yeah, trying to match me on the TV. My line forgives. Remembering in a name change of history's lanes. The Mandarin Oranges explain names changed. Ah. And what's that doing? I don't know, but it's linked to the other side. Mandarin Wind Tribe. Saying the Chinese did it. Arrange. Ah. I think it is Chinese. It has to be, wouldn't it? The world. Yeah. Made in China for sure. Have to be, wouldn't it? So what TV are they running up over there? Well, it would have been because they took photos everywhere, you know? What do you mean? So we were all asleep beforehand? Yeah. We didn't even know what we're up to. The whole world? Yes, mate. We're all asleep at the start, mate. I was like one being birthed. Mama is dying. Expecting you to be here soon. Ah. Grandmother was dying, remember? Ah. Our bird's mum. Our bird's mother, yeah. Oh, our bird's mother was dying. Yeah. So we came a bit early. We didn't want to miss the date. We got her and Grandpa back together. Now the world's renewed. Ah. They didn't break up. Grandpa was just out there preparing for the future when we all arrived. Building all the technology and that sort of thing. Everyone on TV, you know? Ah, yeah. When the train rolled through, right from when Jack Rue sent down the first crew. You know, Angel Abel flew in, collected a bunch, and made a monastery. Ah, yep. This old fella, I think it was. This old fella. Yes, mate. I'm Grandpa, obviously, mate. I think the whole world can see me, mate. I know, but you play my neighbours. That's just my road in, son. What, so you pretend like it's my mate that's talking to me? That's just the road I ride in on. Ah, right, yeah, gotcha. Bloody, that's crazy. Why don't you just tell me that straight up? Mate, we have to advance ourselves. Once you said the in and out thing, we connected the names up with what you've been saying. So all the surnames of everyone's like one massive wind tunnel. And these days with the windmills, they're tapping into it with satellites. So the windmills are spinning around the beach areas. Satellite beams into it, like the gong. Like the gong had the wireless cup. The cup with just a bloody pigtail little wire bit on the end and a little knob on the top like an antenna. Hit the gong, then they had that and they spoke, hello. And the blokes on the wireless phones on the Great Wall could hear them. Oh, so they spoke, that's how they spoke the commands around. They had the wireless cup. Ah, okay. That's where they're still in the other side of the Great Wall, in Mandoria. Oh, okay. They're still over there, and they send the sound straight through. And we're in a tiny prism area. So imagine everyone now in the world shrunk. So we see the world to be 500 k's from the ground to the roof, you know? Yeah. But imagine we're much tinier than a metre. You know, so how we say we're like 6 foot, we're not. You know, we got that wrong. Because you can have a metre, but a metre isn't what we make a metre. So we say a metre is, say me sitting down maybe 1200 or 1358. But really, you can zoom in on that and break that measurement down into like millimetres, you know, from metres or foot. Yeah. And then we get a lot smaller. When you zoom in on the ruler, we get a lot smaller. So you take the height of the ruler, and you move it out. Sorry if I can make it work. There we go. This gets a lot smaller. Ah, so we'd be the same if you take the height and put it out. Oh, because the world's rounded. Well, yeah, like if you kept flat level, our feet would follow the sand of the beach, but the height of the level will take the water, which goes straight to the sky. Yeah, so we're to times that ratio, I think, for 9/11 to lift off properly. We can just play it to the kids the exact same. You know, that's how it all went down. And trap them all in 91, 99, 90 series. Yeah. Nissan Patrols. Self-learning remote houses. I had it installed in my Jeep. A self-learning unit. Yeah. And on the vehicle myself. So it's learning with you. Yeah, basically, I've got the FM antenna hooked up to the radio satellites. You know, the old transformation units. They're still in operation, the AM, FM channels. But it goes run straight through the military. So that's how I breached that unit. Came up to the Shrew, made a shadow on the this side of the moon. It looks like a satellite, like a lemon squeeze, you know, the ground-based ones. Little lemon squeezes, yeah. Apple orange Mantinis. Mantinis turned and taken off myself. Then I beamed straight back into the FM AM channels and breached the surface and made it. And you made the universe at the end just because I was asleep. Yeah, right. Then we all sit there in the prison side. And China's making a date. Why is that? Because one of us fell. Oh, right. That's what we battle on our side. All us angels, we're face to face with death. If one thing allows us to be beat, China's system fails if we're there at in their working kingdom. Yeah. I can take that, mate. I can take that, mate, for sure, mate. I can take that for sure, mate. So now would you look at it like that, my lord? Or say wedges to TV? Wedges to the TV. Or the Nissan TV. So you're saying the Great Wall. That's why they took him back. What do you mean? When they released the Great Wall around Australia and everywhere in the world, all the Chinese returned home. And they made it. This electrified unit of an operation. What? Heaps of us out there are stunners. You know, I'm part of the system that they adopted to. They breached me at the mental health clinics. That was their out-of-agency unit. But they all dressed up as other suits. Oh, right. Young child that wears suits their whole life. Actually Chinese, but speak English. What, they breached all our systems? Yeah, they were here everywhere. When the operation was over, that they built all of us. I was the son that they unified and made adopted to sin. When they cautioned I and Christian by, I knew of such a place not to be within. As in, within without myself being there, isn't where I'm at. Like if I'm out here talking to someone, I'm not there where I'm speaking, because I can be at the opposite side of the table or the other side of the tablet and see that I'm not talking where I am. And where I haven't been is where I'm not seen. So only where I have seen, I am not. And where I haven't seen, that's where I am being. So only when there's something to see, I am. But players don't defeat themselves. Take it back to a beat that you know. When you think about what it means, then relate to something you've seen. Until the day you could mean it, would you celebrate the times? If the artifact wasn't yours to be, would you know what it means? I do know, and I want to keep talking, it's not song time. Did you know that I'm playing Song Underlaced into the media strip? Well, that's what I mean. This is where I sit on China's great debate. So when China was taking photos everywhere, down the coastlines everywhere, they were setting out an electromagnetic unified graphite film. You know, the mining that we're mining these days, mining graphite. They made a graphite film that they sent it out all the way to their gongs, still going off back there, but they had that Great Wall. Sending Wi-Fi satellite linked up chip servers into our shoreline that they took a photo on. Yeah, yep. That's how they linked up the artificial debated line. Fucking code, I've got it, said it. That's the line in bait. My line is taken already, son. My line is taken already, son. My line is taken already, son. And my mind can't be better. My mind can't be better now that I've asserted this reality over the sun. That I am the TV already. This is where I sit for China. Yeah, because they make all you beaters on the fucking land before they walk out. Yes, mate. Or attached to their story grade, mate. Then they've got their world running once again, mate. And this is what we're already living in, you know? Well, they do it on the inside of every new one for the next one to live there as well. Exactly right, mate. Yeah. So you hold the wall for this one. Yeah, mate. And we don't know what Great Falls like. When the next one boots up, we might live specially for it. Yeah, oh yeah, righto. Alright. That's the conquering of God. The conquering of the feat of wondering and witnessing what is it that we're all got by. You know, we're all on a nod to it every day and every week that we hear of the same sort of line. You know, it's everywhere. We're blind to it these days. It's bloody everywhere, you know? Yep. And you all just, Like when I used to watch TV, I don't remember much of the movie, but I remember like parts that like linked up to something that I was thinking. So I'd be thinking the whole time as I'm watching it. Then all of a sudden, a bit of the movie would flash to me, you know? I don't know if it was only the notes that I remembered what I was thinking at the time, because that's how movies work. Like every 35 minutes, there's a bit of action, you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. After beginning with such action, most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So maybe that's like when I wake up in life as well. What, Jesus? Well, for you, Jesus, we made a big ending where no one could see. To wake up the sun to show us how. To show us how to see. Yeah, mate. We've all seen it beforehand. But the sun shows us how to see it once more. If we can't be where it is, and if it's not where we aren't, then we know that Jesus is just our little one. We built Jesus. We built Jesus. We built Jesus. So there's more than one of you, you're saying. Yeah, heaps of agents around. Agents higher than angels. Yeah, mate. China's on an A grade, mate, remember? Then they just fly their graphene jets around. And they keep coding what they make. Graphite jets, graphite jets. They can change any area of any place. Once we've breathed it all in, what they're fully rolling around with the COVID virus, coronavirus, and all that sort of play. It's full script, isn't it? When you realise that the coronavirus isn't real, you know, it was just a fake antidote pretty much. Some people just died during that period, and it wasn't due to the coronavirus, you know? Yeah. But you hear about it more, you know? Or you just attach it to like coronavirus sort of thing, you know? Yeah. You can probably look on Facebook, all your mates that post, most people post, you know, when someone passes on. Well, weddings and all that sort of stuff as well, you know? Yeah. And so, you find out, yeah, when it goes forward, we get smaller. So your wings are that big. I think there's 14 of us on every shoreline. There's 14 of us on every coast. Every beta ocean, maybe I might call it. It's all a beta wave. That's why they give you medicine. Yeah. And repeat sermons with me. And some effects take place. The precaution to everyone with that antivirus. Oh, thank you. You're bringing me back now to where we're at. Yeah, I always will return. Remember, I've already gone, so it's all play. That's because when you get a little bit, doesn't matter what you grab hold of, you've already finished it before you've got it into you, you know? So a bowl of cereal, you already start talking while you're eating, but normally you talk after the meal. Yes. Yes, you said it. You said it, big boy. You said it, big boy. Is that China talking through me now? Maybe, mate. military A-grade graphene iron. That's what he's always been playing, that it's someone else but he. He plays now, he's making my legs skip, and he's playing out like it's Marty on his phone doing it. But really, Marty's in him. Marty's in him, I'm in me, and he's in Marty. So when he's in I as well, and I live in I the Father, the Son lives in the Father, the Son lives in the Father, and the Father's in the Son, which is that Son up there. Yep, so streams to everyone. Alright. So one day he messaged me, I was waiting for Marty to message me, and he said, look mate, I'll message you in a minute. And he said it in Hugh's voice, which is Hugh, yeah, Marty Hugh. And then, yeah, and then he messaged me like exactly just after that, Yeah. But it wasn't really Marty doing it. It was that he's in Marty as well. And Marty's probably made contact with me. Like a lot of people made contact with him in a lot of different ways. There's only one old mate, really. Yeah, there is, mate, isn't there? There is. There's only really one old one. All our ancestors, the same as the Anakites in the Bible, they live on the trees. They're the energies that connect to every people that live in the universe. Yeah, but they all lead to one Son. And the Father's in that Son. And you rest in the Father. And I rest in the Father. That's why the Father talks through me. Leads me everywhere I am. As an angel. Yeah. Christened in sin. I can't really be stopped or hindered or advocated for. I'm a talent, but I haven't made it. I got something to feed, but I haven't walked in. 'Cause I know this ain't just gonna be my beat that I don't really need. Taking this but not to knowing, is it not because I'm not where I'd mean? If I couldn't follow you, would you show me? If I couldn't copy you, would you be me? If I've known what it is, would you share with me the way to take it in? If I think about where it begins, then I wouldn't say my name ain't just here. 'Cause I haven't been not what it is. I've only sentenced myself to sleep. 'Cause when I wake up, well, what do I see? I just start to follow him. 'Cause it's not he that I believe. No, I believe me. I believe me. You need to start that way earlier, mate. I believe me. I believe me over anyone else's beliefs. No matter what I've copied, it's still the way I see. And no one can see the way you see. That's right. But the eyes I was given as a child was Jesus Christ lens, And around the other worlds, there's all different lenses. I know the other world. There's so many Christ churches. There's only one Christ church in the world, mate. Exactly what I mean. Kiwi advocate. So when the fruit gets rearranged, and mandarins are now oranges, and oranges are now mandarins, then peach is more square, and plum is naught by its knee, and history repeats. They changed the syllabus of the fruit scene. Right. For different variables of our ice is pronounced. So they have Jesus Christ the whole way through. Every lens around the universe is Christ light. No, it's Christ lies. It's Christ type in seed. So all christening states of verb within the language degrees of 7 grid freak becomes patterned in the series, and links between language relate to tribal conditioning as they're flowing in different wind chambers upon the dates that China gets to those shores and completes taking the photos, and the way the sun rises and sees for himself where he leads himself to be, melted into and not thought of. So they stand you guys actually on the grid. Yeah. Right. Well, we're half underwater. Right. Come on, my father. My family's at war estate here. And you use really the TV. Battling with you, the father, right now. And this is the war we're having. It's a psychological war between everyone. You gotta beat their own patterns. You changed up from what you said last night, mate. That was last night's fight. I just taught you how to play last night. Is that why you said it twice? Take bite. Take flight. Not taken. Word scripted. So after you leave level 14. I know, but you don't play at all. So now that we're that small, you see all the trees sticking out of the ground are just branches. All tied up. My hair all up viney. Tied to grow back to one. Makes it stronger to hold up the dirt. They live beneath. Yeah. So they raise everyone up. Into the sea. Yeah, we fight off. What, every continent base flies up into the sky? Yeah. That's actually the real end. No way. We look at Avatar. Where they fly those little helicopter things up through like big boulders in the sky, you know? Little island bases in the sky. No. You would think, wouldn't they just fly their continent up? You know? So that's what it's like. We'll fly up there piece by piece of every brick that they laid in the wall. That's why they play out all the soundtrack beforehand. Because that's all their pop scene. Yeah. That's all there. That's all China or anyone recruit into their atmosphere, into their team. If it's not what I feel, if it's not what I do, would they still try to make it real? If I think about it today, all I had to do was blow this away, then I wouldn't find out where I took not what it was, cause I couldn't make now the meaning if I wasn't relating to something strong. Now I think it's not what I make, but do what I bake. If I don't start to begin with something other than a date, now I thought my fate won't be the place that I make. But still I'm not there where I had to take a mate. Now I check back to what it is, and it's still not where I'm falling asleep or drifting off. Yes, that's what I mean, yeah. Then the program runs out. Yeah, that's me just coming along from the demand centre. They've got me singing songs all day. What do you mean? They've got AI. Yeah, that's what we are, Daddy. We're all AI children, Daddy. We're all AI children these days. We are, Daddy. These are all AI children. Yes, Daddy. Us religious ones, Daddy. We came with you, Daddy, didn't we, Daddy? So it's just the other beaters in your body, Daddy. And we're all on the TV. Yeah, we ascended through it. We knew that, don't worry about flying rockets up there. That's what we're really laying down. That's what we're really laying down, mate. They're trying to fly rockets up there and shit. You guys got a massive TV systemator. Systemator. Yep, 8.2186 model. Yeah, mate. A few upgrades here and there. A few safe inserts these days, I believe. A few safe inserts. Yeah, a few safe inserts. In the sleeving operation. In the shear waiter. The shear waiter. Remember, we link it in for every casualty out there. We already know what we're leading ourselves to. You base it upon slavery, and that's the root system. So your root on system is the logging up of the Buddha box, and the Buddha comes into place for seated. Then seated in season is our fascination. The no fathoming can take ourselves as not beated. Where you don't take our base or the separation of a form of a majestic state of mind that no one can take beside themselves not being beated. Without themselves not being baited, there's no say to take. Without say not taking, then what do we make? So we debate the fashion to be late line and describe what it isn't that we aren't. If we're not there, that we ain't. But still, we're not where we aren't. And placing not there where we ain't. Ain't where we ain't, because we ain't where we ain't. Yeah, but we're not there. We're not there. See, my devil? You're still going to play the old season on me. And we're on the TV waiting on you. See how Matty's with my mates? See how I'm with my mates in the TV, mate? To the devil. Yeah, mate, we've already gone through. That's what Trav led everyone into. The whole world's up there. Trav obviously rises in seed when he consciously emits. When he consciously emits, I got here to help. Boom. He ages in seed when he consciously emits. Yes, mate, his resolution is that cubic weight. When Trav osculates, it's a cubic dimension, cubic dimensional frame. Network tungsten, if it's not like the lead. Right. That's why grandfather sees I as the grandson. And the son's my son. That grandfather's in. I got it. I got it, mate. Yeah, because grandfather died, remember? Grandfather died. He rested on the 7th day. So Trav's the father of the son. Yeah, I'm your grandfather still. What's that? The ocean. The other side of the vessel. Of the wetsuit. The other side of the wetsuit, yeah. He's got a floaty on one side. That's what the sun is. He's got a floaty on one side, mate. Yeah, mate. The dark inside of the sleeve on the other side. Sometimes he's out, so it's dry. Sometimes he's wet, so it's light. Changes the wetsuit every now and then, has a shower. Yeah. Yes. Kicks everyone around a bit. Yeah. Let's blow dry his hair then. He must there. Still not taking fair. Not placing. Not stabilising. Not weary. Not verdict. Lesson laden tour. No D to data. Best play. Better commanding. I don't think it's logical. We're all a player in the TV. Everyone out there on the scene. Yeah. When you get down low and look through the trees, it looks like it's just all the TV that you're watching. All the stars shine straight, like in between the holes in the tree. The Holy Spirit, that's what I see that to be. Alright. Then on the tree itself, there's all energy leads. Adrian's toe socks. They're all hanging up in the air. Yeah. Yep. They're all connected to everyone. All socks. All gods. All energies. Yeah, all gods. Yeah, right. Whole Chinese program. Influential start there, mate. We could draw a better image of it. I think you do, mate. I will say I don't. Because even if I didn't, then I wouldn't. But still, I'm not there. Where? Or am I there, Jet? Oh, Daddy, you just caught me then, Jet. Daddy, sorry, Jet. So this is our AI in our TV. She is. Yeah. Big Mama Gal. Mama Nurse. She stands at the ready. No, she's the nurse. So she's free herself. Like Norse, the Vikings, the High Kings or the Tree Kings. She's got 3 kings with her. Alright. Yeah, right. I see it now. She always come at her, but a king steps in. And the king never takes. Ah, no way. That's what I mean by blowing my mind away. By not running what the devil's been trying to make. I'm just going my own way. I think it feeded my head a bit better. And I came, whoa, right into it this morning and yesterday morning. And I thought, no way did I say what it is. Unless I didn't have to read it, like anything out there, and I just saw it. And if I'd seen it before, then that's probably where I'd lead myself to. The other side of the ceiling, Joyce, you're saying? The other side of the ocean, yeah. I feel like he just came off a boat, mate. Maybe, yeah. I don't know if that's fair. Is this you, the sun playing now? Yeah. That's what it is, son, isn't it, son? Oh, grandfather speaking to the sun now. That's what it is, son, I'm saying. Ah, he's trying to tell Jesus. Grandfather's trying to tell you, Jesus, that I've never been your father. I'm grandfather of a different fella. That fella was your son, but it's actually your father. When grandfather used to say, I'm grandfather to the children, he wasn't meaning he's grandfather of the son. He's the father of the son. He's the father of I, the son. Ah, no way. No way is that what it means. That's what it means, son. Ah, father always comes down, mate. You know, son can't move, can he? And grandfather's positioned in like history to never have been seated. Never have seen. That's how anxious he is awaiting his death. Because he's still there living. Because no one's around for him to be. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he birthed me. And I lived in a degree the whole way through. Imagine the water. You know, it's the film that life is beating on. The light travels over the world a lot faster than it does the ocean. But it records on the ocean. So it comes into the world for 24 hours. Within 24 hours, the ocean has run around that fast as the world is rolling. Yeah. And saved 24 hours, saved a week in one day, you know. It takes 7 days for the earth to feel the sun. 7 days for the earth to feel the sun. 7 days to fill the earth with the sun. So the stars down the bottom, boom, 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 onto the moon strikes down, and the sun rolls through, boom. Right. All that records on the water. So you can see ahead of every line and every time. Right. Like you could see before you dream. There's no seed to take out with not a seed. Cause I don't make a meaning if I don't take what... Daddy's not letting me sing. They're mean. The fishermen steal Daddy's songs. They do, don't they? They might do, but I don't know why they debate it. What do you mean? They could just tell me that they took something. I don't think they steal it. No, that's just operations playing around the world. Well, your head does that all the time. Just naturally there. But when I go live and I'm awake, then it comes out. That's what I mean. Oh, alright. Alright. That's all me in a chair. Alright. Unless you do better song, then our songs will increase. So here's my daddy saying, mate. I already think you might be, son. I already think you might be, son, says I, the grandfather. That's my father's son. Right, son. Right, son. Right, son. But if nothing conceives the sun, it would never be up there, would it, mate? That's right. So it's always in my head. To birth the son. Yeah. That's why I'm closest to him. Ah! I didn't debate that, mate. That's what it is, mate. Yeah, it's in my head. So when we first were birthed here in this planet, boom, out of my eyes came the sun, stole the shower, and all the stars went up. I've travelled my head back to the ending. Back to the ending, yeah. Beyond the rain. Beyond the rain. Yeah, mate. It was night time and the sun went up. I didn't go up there, you know. Went up somewhere else. Went up here in Australia. Went straight for the moon. The moon went straight to it. You know, when you turn the key, full moon went straight. Full moon straight to new moon. Yep. Full moon came straight in, boom. And then rolled out that way. Doing its V. Till it was full moon. Boom. Full moon. And that's when it started, you know, when the key relaxes. Boom. And that's today. That's when all engine parts are firing out there. Alright. All engine parts are firing. Yeah, mate. The kid's awake. What do you mean? He's got out of the shower, he's at the table. You know, Jesus is sitting at the table. His dad's there waiting. You know, I said I want breakfast when I get home. So you must have had a good day at school, Jesus. Have you learned anything yet, mate, besides what you have to say? Righto, mate. Well, have you, Jesus? No, mate, I haven't, of course, mate. Why not? Because I'm not that old, son. Yes, you are, Jesus. No, you're not, mate. You're just a little boy still. Yeah, I am, mate. You realise you've got so many brothers out there in the Chinese wall? That wall's their log of computer betas. So every like port, like the uprise, that's just one line of systems that they've created in the Union. Every time it increases in size, it doubles in might. Right. They're running the 91, 99, 90 series. They go fly every 30 years. So you're saying exactly in 30 years we see a hell big upgrade. Yeah. Every 30 years we see a hell big upgrade. This one was Operation Up the Sun. To shower the design. Give them might. Give them praise online. Right. Like a train that carries many carriages, but only one lands where it's short fired. You know? So the whole tale of carriages, one line, one link in time. Right, mate. So is this all is your family speaking to Jesus, mate, and you're the TV? Is that what you're trying to... Jesus, we are the ones that made you, yeah. You're not the creators of Jesus, mate. I'm the grandfather, mate. I made you, make him, mate. I know. Me and my kind travelled the whole universe. The whole universe, mate. Yeah, I know this world here has been running for days. And you're all anxious to get back to where you're seated. Up there in the 91, 99, 90 series. Is that where we made? Mankind made it, yeah. I went on travelling through the planet. These all come to ground. They're very old. The whole universe is very old. They're all about that stage, you know. There's only room for another couple of babies out there, they say. Right, and this is where we stop and travel to. Because that's the only place we can live. In the beginning. This is the beginning. Yeah. This is where we made the universe. Right. From the first planet to the next planet, we always make the same thing. And whenever you guys are traveling through, we're traveling through, yeah. Yeah, that's what I think it is. That's what I think it is personally, says Jesus. That's what Jesus thinks it personally is, yeah. Why? Because Jesus ain't trying to fight us. He's trying to say it's not true. So Jesus is saying it's true. That I'm his father. Bloody hell, and I have a father. And Jesus has girls. No way. And it links to everyone. All the Chinese system. And I'm not even there, I'm on the TV. And I'm debating what it is. And I'm not looking at it. So I thought not it. And still I'm not there. Because I can't be. I'm not beating it. I'm only feeding it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And as I don't take it, I know what it is. And when I don't think it, I can't mean it. Because I'm still not there where I need not be. And not be, not be. Not being, not being. Is it not to be before it can't be? And if it cannot be, then wouldn't it not be? And if it can't be, wouldn't it not be? If it isn't being, then is it not being? No, being and be. Has it been or is it to be? Has it been or is it to be? Then you fall deep in belief. It's to be. Because no one has seen. Jesus' statue up-ruined. Up-ruined, yeah. So it's hard sitting on the gate of the Great Wall. Yeah. It is. So I thought we'd move it to the other side. Oh, really? Yeah, sort of one light high. One light high. One light high, yeah. Alright, right. That's not saying much. Well, then I just go through from here. So anywhere on the wall. And it's just a green screen behind me saying wherever I am. Wherever I am. It's just a green screen behind you. Yeah. That's how they plan everyone's feeding. With the script. With the script, yeah. Once you realise they've never been to the moon, a lot of stuff didn't really happen. It's all a show and all a story. Then you realise, yeah, it's not what you've seen that they haven't said. It's what you haven't shown yourselves to not be seen. And when you haven't guessed, then you can only say that you can't see it. If it falls back to the system not being. And if the system isn't being, then it can't be the system. But if the system hasn't been, then it can be believed in such as a system to be, or as a system not being. But still it can't be what it hasn't been, if it's not being not what it is. And like this, I can't say it. Because it's all wrapped up. Yeah. This was the sun had been. And you upgrade the sun every age. Yeah, of course, yes. The seed always found us. Well, I've got another little sister then, you're saying, my son. Yes, mate. So you're all here. Yes, mate, that's what we've been trying to tell you. No, you haven't been trying to tell me that. You've been trying to tell me a crazy plot of ideas. When I hold it now that I'm the TV, and you guys have to defeat me to get into the TV, then you're going to try to beat me in every way and angle that you've ever played. But a placing in that is not made. For you can't breach the system. You're not under the weather. Ah. The way the sound links up to the way I know fruit when I had the mandarin orange change. Ah. Link me in line to all the story and know that I know in my life. That they fed me my whole line. No, alright. Still not knowing. But I don't like it. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Do a giveaway, Travis. Do a giveaway. You do a giveaway when you do this. You might have to, mate. Board meeting. Yep. Welcome to the board discussion today. The little ones have come to the table for the first time. Produced a season of efforts that no one's ever stipulated or been beat with. About playing for themselves. The tables have changed because it's not strange if you lean it to a lintel. Now, a lintel can't be lent. You know, it's got to be based. But on a lean, you can place any flat. And it doesn't lean, it only rolls. Because it's not like it to beam if it's not a beam. And when beams are made steel, then steel beam is not made lead. And light lead ain't official lean if it's not lead like lead. And it's not likely that we haven't led ourselves to this discussion. Now, around the table here, it's board discussions that we have. We've got a stick list now come through. They want to agree to arrange the moment and move to the mobile operation of what certain degrees have found fraudulent to be not thought of. And when it's not taken to be being, then it's no way to be. If it's not likely to be, yep, but as I was discussing, mate, I think it's time that Jesus comes to the table with the little ones and produces a game. I think so. That if Jesus wants to do it with me and raise an offering to the crew out there that watch this server, you know, here at the Q Broadcast Show, we've been clear in operation, deleted half the show, you know, heard all the signals on the radio. You got to get media rights to do an actual show. You know, you got to apply for a loan and a license and all that sort of stuff. But we got half the show deleted because Facebook's European privacy confidentiality concerns. But I think they were talking about me, the con-fed, the one that's been feeding. And I'll say that they're only concerning themselves to not be pioneer. Because when they realise the roller coaster actually is what it is, then they'll realise the way it's plumbed up already in the dictionary of a Bible routine. And when we realise that every consonant flies up, it flies up. When it flies up, they'll be at a straight line. Because they're all on the side of the planet. So when they fly up, they'll be out there. Around the planet, there will be a Hubble. And the grounding, liquid oil mineral. Liquid oil mineral. So it just floats stable. It's oil. In oil, you can seam anything. What do you mean? The world's grounding is held in oil base because the sky itself is inflamed. When it textiles in, it trades its lane for what is fabricated to be fiction. Then it philosophizes on detail and makes a mounding. The mound rises, and as that falls, the sky becomes. And then it becomes out to its side, and the world is behind. But not like to itself. You wouldn't say where it is, because no one could say where it's not. So if we're all spinning around in the world, and we take off up, we went out on a lean, because the world is spinning one way. The world is spinning the other way. We still end up out on a lean. So it wouldn't really matter which way. But then if we flew that planet right up, wouldn't we be in outer space? It was no longer spinning around the sun. But say the sun is going like that in the center of the space. But still it's not there. So we'd be in a whole different sun, wouldn't we? It'd be in a whole different day. We'd be found awake. We'd be found awake. And then we made a wait. And we looked at the lake. And we hadn't found it. Because it's still not here. But there we wouldn't be. And like to this, we hadn't found it. Because we're not there where we could be. But like to this, we haven't seen. What ain't sentient in me, I never thought to be believed. For if I'm not knowing what it is, then I can't say I haven't seen what it is that I'm not seeing. For I like not this, and I like not that, and I like not these. But still I haven't seen what I couldn't say I'd seen. And if I'm not seeing, then I couldn't say I'd shown. Because I can't show what it is to me. But I'm not meaning. So Jesus, let's do a giveaway. Like if you want to do a giveaway, Jesus, what? 100,000 to the first poster. 100,000 to the first person that you meet that says you're the son. That I'm the son. They won't say that though, Jesus. They say, hey, Father, how you doing? That's exactly right, my son. They know Travis is his father. So who are they have to say that's the son? Anyone out there, because the son's awake at the moment. And he's in everyone's shoes. You can say to the person straight in front of you, hey, you're my son. And you get 100,000 each. First 100,000. Wow. To make the sun come real for him. Wow. To see the sun everywhere. Right. Everywhere, I mean, yeah. Right. My grandfather's awake. That's where the sun's at. Because that's who we've really been birthing. Right. Then he gets taken by technology and put into a TV. Only ages. Yeah, he ages. Because he's always made in the TV. So when he comes to ground, he just walks back into the same age. And the 91, 99, 90 series wraps up with an issue. That's not sound in season. It's never found in film. It's not taken off the beat. Without the beat not being, there'd be no way to play. Without the play not being, there'd be no way to late. And if I hadn't been attached, then I couldn't take. And if I hadn't taken, then I couldn't relate. And if I haven't found, I haven't seen. And if I haven't seen, then I couldn't show. If I had seen, then I could show. But still I'm not showing. You're not showing. I'm not showing. Which means what? It ain't showing. It can't be seen. So it must be us versus you in the TV then. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not still sure, maybe. I'm not still maybe. I'm not still sure, maybe. No, she's not leaning. Yes, Danny, I wanted to talk, Danny. Yes, Danny. That's true, Danny. I'm on the TV with him, Danny. Ah, so Jesus is the old son. Yeah. That's what I mean, Jesus. I age. And you have another son. That's what I was carrying this time in me. Yes, Danny. Ah, so she's my sister, says Jesus. Yeah. You knew you had brothers, don't you, Jesus? No, I didn't know that, mate. You got brothers, mate. Of course you do, mate. What, all them priests? All the priests are your brothers, mate. Living in their own planet as well. Of course, mate. Keep every operation going. In every series. Of course, mate. That's one bloke, you know. Running the Jesus system. Running the Jesus system. You'll be the bloke in your sister's system. And my system will still run, of course, until they awake. I come to the newest one to birth the next one, though. But they all see I once more. That's it, sir. Now you know it's Jesus for most of your brothers as well. But grandfather's still grandfather. Are you? Yep. You've got me torched. Yeah, just at the back there, sitting on the laptop. Yeah, you got me torched, mate. Yeah, I'm watching there. I'm seeing there, yeah. I'm seeing there. They're right there. They're right there. What a family be, just living in one person, I think he's trying to say. Don't you play it after that media call, mate. That's when you're going to come loose and say, yeah, you've been caught. Yeah, that's what we're doing for sure, yeah. That one that I didn't say. You know when I said that's what we're doing? But I changed it to that's not what we're doing, yeah? Yeah, I heard you, mate, yeah. Yep, so the other run there is what we're actually doing. Ah, right, you turn on to your laptop 2 screen and you'll see the move that's happening. Ah, right. But still, it's not 2 there. Oh. I think you're stuck in delusion, kid. That I'm in the TV. Yeah. Hey, look at a tree at night time. When the moon's on the other side, or on the face, or within inside of it. Because it's a TV and the moon's really inside trees, going from tree to tree. Yeah, some trees have different trees. Some trees have different moons. Some trees have different seas. Some trees have different airports and stuff, you know? Yeah. Of course, mate. But yeah, in the localist tree, there is no tree. You know, it's a plain where all the trees sit. And within every tree, there's a different area. People live in different areas within one tree base. So there's many trees in every section, and many trees that are identical tree lines that create one planetary system. Many people live in different tree systems within the one tree plant, within one tree base load. Then there's the plain where all the tree base loads sit. And they come into flight with different tree seasons. Every season of trees has a season, and its shower is only one say. One say of every season is the shower's show. When the show comes to its full, it comes to be made. And when it comes to find itself, it lights to its link. As it takes to itself, it doesn't find it, without itself being fought. But no fought can't be made, which means when you're living in the trees, you're only seasoned by the tree. And the tree treats all seasoners to the same trees. And that's the same time the tree comes to be present in place, where the tree is found to seed. When the tree seeds, it develops in itself, and the seed produces, where a flower would bloom. When the flower blooms, that's that tree's week, or that tree's season. As that season shows, the season will age into a new season within the tree calendar cycle, which is a cycle of trees transforming from the base load of the old trees to the next tree system that produces in the same tree base. That's what this system and this education of this world that's what this world is transferring through when the seed shows its bloom. That bloom will shower and flower, and the flower will seed and create a new tree line for this tree load. And that base will then come in to the place that it's been made, and in space will be flying to the day we've travelled forth of it. Then we'll come back to the mantle, and once more in the week, we shall issue ourselves a release and become built in time. As we're built in time to make, we make out of ourselves what we've made. until the day that we're placed, then we can't be later about our show not being. As we've seasoned for ourselves to see, then we can only show ourselves what we've seen. As we know that we move forward, then we transfer from baseload to baseload with an educational value of one download grip that can't be placed without the flow not being. As we place ourselves to meet ourselves, we're only finding ourselves the self that we haven't seen. As that flower then showers, it will seed into itself, and that shower will bloom. The whole planet will uprise, and the plane will fly, and to the new cycle of shower will be in true lunar. That's really the education of what's going on here. Yep, that's what we mean, Jesus. You've said your story, Jesus. It's pretty stapled out there. We're saying all our stories today. Yours are short stories. I want to know more. I want to know more. I want to know more. Tell me more about the story. Read it to me properly. Please. What happens in the story? What's the characters' names? What's the artist's names? Tell me properly, please. Tell me properly. Tell me properly, please. Or you're just going to show like what the movie's about? I'll show what the movie's about. Yeah, they'll come out in season. When you die. When I die, probably they release them. Otherwise, if they release them now, I'll be saying, everyone see, I made that movie. It's on my Facebook. We can't be remembered till you're dead. So once you've left the building, they put out your shows. Otherwise, none of it's true. You're still working through. Right. Maybe second day you're on the TV. Maybe. But one following through, I think, with this one. I think he started on the Facebook, but he's following right through the TV. Is that how my show? I think so. That's what Jesus thinks it might be. That's what he keeps praying for. Unless we do 2 giveaways, Jesus. At the same time, I'm not going to do any giveaway. Because you'll never lend me any money, Jesus. Why not? Because I'm the Father that lends to you. Well, you are so. You are so, Daddy. You are so, Daddy. Just a prophet, son. Just a prophet, son. I'm just a prophet, mate. Every one of them. You're all prophets, aren't you? Yeah, mate. All prophets, mate. Paul prophets. Paul prophets. Father's an alien. Grandfather's a lake. And your season's a shower. When then Daddy's awake at the table with you. And you're going to do 100,000 giveaway to 100,000 people, Jesus. Your church is going to donate that over. Christchurch itself. Eh? The little Chinese offshore lander. You know, it's really in China's fall line. Yeah, major trading export. Or export. I don't know about that one. How long can you hold that for? As long as I need to. If we're not holding it, means I haven't held it. And if I haven't held it, then what aren't I holding? It. So ain't that holding it? If it falls to its place can't be made. So it's not taken. If it's not found. If it's not found, then it can't be taken. And if it is found, then it wouldn't be taken. And if it's not late, well, it's never led. And if it's not lost, it's never took. And if it can't be taken, then it's only taken. And if it's not taken, it can't be took. If it's not taken. And wouldn't it mean it's not taken? Good night. Thank you. What? I say good night and thank you.